Hello students. So yesterday there was some test conducted, right? So I'm just giving the solutions to these questions. You can just check out the solutions also, like what wrong you have done in these questions or like so. I'm just solving those questions for you today, right? So there were like 5 questions yesterday of the rational numbers and your direct and inverse proportion and also from your profit and loss also, right? So the first question was find two rational numbers between 3 upon 7 and 4 upon 5. You have to take out the two rational numbers between 3 upon 7 and 4 upon 5. So you have a formula for it. As I told you, the formula is half a plus b. This is a and this is b, right? So half 3 upon 7 plus 4 upon 5, which equals to half 7 by 35. So it will be around it will be 43 upon 70. So 43 upon 70 will lie between these two numbers, right? 43 upon 70. So 43 upon 70 is also a rational number. Now you have to calculate one more number also. Now it's your choice whether to take this as A and this as B. You will get a one number between this, right? Or you can take this as A and this as B. Then you will get a number between over here. I'm just taking this as A, right? Your A is 3 upon 7 and your B is 43 upon 70. So putting the formula into it, half 3 upon 7 plus 43 upon 70, you will get 70. So you will get a number 73 upon 140 over here. So this was our first question, how to calculate the rational number between these two given number. Right? Any doubts over here? Okay. So our next question was represent minus 4 upon 3 and 7 upon 5 on number line. So you have to represent the two on the number line, but the basic error or the basic problem that coming is that just keep one thing in mind, that the denominator should be same in all the cases, right? If you have to put minus 4 by 3 first, if you have to draw minus 4 by 3 like 0, on negative side you can go minus 1 by 3, minus 2 by 3, minus 3 by 3, minus 4 by 3. And minus 3 by 3 is what? You can cancel it out, or you can write it as minus 1 also. Right? So this is our minus 4 by 3. And the second part was 7 upon 5. You cannot draw both in one cases because the denominator is minus 4 by 3 and in another question it is 7 upon 5. It is 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, 5 by 5, 6 by 5 and 7 by 5. This 5 by 5 by cancel out, it is 1. So this is our 7 by 5. Right? So this was our second question. And in the third question was give two examples of the numbers which are non-terminating and non-repeating. What is non-terminating and non-repeating? It is an irrational number. It is a definition of irrational number. So any two examples you can give? Any two examples? Question number 3, any two examples of non-terminator, anything? 1.42178, anything? 2.981436 and all. But the basic thing important is that the students are not writing this dash dash dash. This dash dash means that the number is not ending. If I remove this thing from here, it has become a rational number now. Why? Because the definition of rational number says that a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating but repeating. So it is a terminating rational number which has an end. So you have to put like this. You can give any example, say 9.87126319, but it should not repeat after specific number. It should not repeat, right? So this was our third question. So our fourth question was, there are 100 students in a hostel. Food provision is for 20 days. How long will these provisions last if 25 more students join this group? The fourth question was, there are 100 students in a hostel, and for those 100 students, the food provision is for 20 days, right? I just make a table first. Students, number of students, and food provision, number of days food provision lasts, right? So there's an example. Now, number of students, if there are 100 students in the hostel, the food provision is for 20 days. Means the particular set of food can be consumed in for 20 days, right? If there are 100 students. Now the question says, how long will these provisions last if 25 more students join this group? Now, if 25 more students join this group, it means that the students are now 125 days. The students are 125 now. It means that as the number of students increases, the number of days of the provision will obviously decrease. Why? Because the food is saying, suppose this is the food actually. Now this food is consumed by 100 students and it lasts for 20 days. Now suddenly 25 more students have arrived. So obviously this food will now last for less days. Maybe less than 20, maybe 18 or 19 or 17. So as one thing increases, now this thing has increased. Number of students has increased. So the provision for the days will decrease. So this is a case of inverse proportion, because our definition says that inverse proportion is that if the one thing increases, the other thing goes on decreases, right? So this is the case of inverse proportion, right? So how will you solve this question now? I'm just removing this line over there now, right? So whatever number of days we have to calculate, so we have to keep this thing on our right hand side. So if there are 100 students, food lasts for 20 days. If there are 100 students, food lasts for 20 days. If there is one student, food lasts for how many days? Now there are 100 students, food lasts for 20 days. Now if there's one student, food will last for more days. So it will be like 20 into 100. This will be multiplied. Why? Because there is one student, then the food will be last for more days. Reason is less student, more days. Less students, more days, right? And if there are 125 students, food lasts for how many days? 20 into 100. Now as the number of students increases, the food last will be less days. So this will be divided by 125. The reason is more students, less days. More students, less days. So it will be coming out to be 16 days. So less students, more days, more students, less days. So it is a case of inverse proportion, right? So our last question is, a shopkeeper purchased 200 bulbs for rupees 10 each. However, 5 bulbs were fused and had to be thrown away. The remaining were sold at rupees 12 each. Find his gain or loss percent. So the question says a shopkeeper purchased 200 bulbs for rupees 10 each. Purchase means cost price of, I'm writing it, cost price of one bulb is rupees 10. So the cost price of 200 bulbs is equal to rupees 10 into 200, which is equals to 2000, right? So this was 2000, the cost bulb of 200 bulbs, right? After that they say, however, 5 bulbs were fused. If the 5 bulbs were fused means that they are of no use to us now and had to be thrown away. The remaining bulbs. So remaining bulbs means remaining bulbs, it means earlier there were 200 bulbs, 5 got fused, so remaining bulbs is 195, right? And they say the remaining bulbs were sold at rupees 12 each, means selling price of 195 bulbs is equals to 195 bulbs into at rupees 12 each, at rupees 12 each. So it will be rupees 2340, right? So now our cost price is rupees 2000 and our selling price is 2340. So just compare it now. Our cost price is 2000 and our selling price is 2340. So if selling price is greater than cost price, then profit equals to selling price minus cost price, rupees 2340 minus rupees 2000, it comes out to be rupees 340. This is our profit now, right? And how we calculate profit percent? Profit percent equals to profit upon CP into 100, which will be, I think, 340 is the profit. Cost prices are 2000 into 100 will be coming out to be 17%. So this is our cost price, this is our selling price, this is our profit, and profit percent is profit divided by cost price into 100. So this comes out to be 17%, right? So these were like all the 5 questions which we have in our test.